Hi there. Today I'm going to do a genuine review on Bitclub network. You know, this review is going to be honest. You can see it for yourself, and we'll be doing this together, right? Okay. So why I'm bringing this up is simply because there's a lot of words out there claiming that Bitclub network is a non legitimate company. They are talking a lot of things about Bitclub network, but the thing is, it is not true, right? So today I'll be trying to do a honest review for you guys that can see. I really have an issue with my webcam. It's keeping popping up. I don't know why. So let it be for a while. Alright, so without further ado, let's check out the market of Bitcoin today. So what is it? It's the latest price of Bitcoin in CoinMarketCap. Okay, so currently Bitcoin is trading at 962, right? It's quite good, and Ethereum has the second place, and also you have Ripple and also Litecoin, and there's tons of coins here, right? Not all of them are available. There's a few one that's already have the technology to do so. So why we back up Bitcoin is about the technology that behind the cryptocurrency lies on the blockchain technology that Bitcoin brings together when Satoshi invented the Bitcoin, right? So as a normal ordinary human, we are sometimes not IT savvy in we are not so maybe good in IT. We are not a programmer or we are not a developer, but we are not normal working adults that you want to do some earning, legitimate and honest earning about this type of business. And I do this review based on my 9 months experience in Bitcoin. So okay, since we have already known about market cap, right? So we are going to do some checking in blockchain.info. So in this website there's a lot of information regarding mining, regarding the transaction and other stuff of Bitcoin. So for example, let's see who hit the pool. Sometimes we can view it, we can reload the page. Yeah, it will show you. Okay, so we have some, we can view more. So what is amazed is with Bitclub network, it's actually a pool. You see, you can verify it in blockchain.info or even Blocktrail, right? So as you can see, this is genuine. A Bitclub network is indeed a legitimate mining facility, which is Iceland, and the community is growing. At the present moment, we have more than 50,000 members worldwide doing crowdfunding on this Bitcoin mining. So this is a very legitimate business, and we can check it through the blockchain. There is no doubt about that. You see, as you can see, I'll be clicking on the main chain to see this block has been hit. Block 44853. Okay, this block, this is 445853, has been mined and has been successfully mined. So this is the transaction detail of it. As you can see, is the timestamp, isn't it? This is about a few hours back. So what we receive by who is Bitclub network. This is very legitimate. At the difficulty, this is very technical, so we can go through that one by one in a separate video. Okay, so the amount of receive is 12.5 BTC. So yet again, we can verify, is it true, right? So is it, how is the the transaction going to be to be done? When do this mining happening? So okay, we can see about that in some details, and it is very legitimate actually. Yeah, as we are saying. Okay, never mind. Yet again, I'll be sharing some info about Bitclub network. Uh, Keep on to the channel, right? So okay, let's see again. Okay, Bitclub network. Okay, okay, this is the hash string, right? So this is what's the size of the block, right? So this is all the transaction that Bitclub network have been successfully mined, right? So if we click on each and every transaction, it will give you a description of the timestamp and all the stuff that we mentioned earlier, right? So we can also check the transaction, you know. uh, that's what it means. In a transaction we can always check it, right? For example, we check the hash string. Okay, it is very legitimate, as you can see. Okay, this one I would like to share with you guys, because a lot of people doesn't understand. If you are talking about doing mining, you should be able to show me your blockchain, right? Your block. If I cannot see any block, written in your pool, I'm not convinced that you are a miner, correct? So that is how we pre-identify whether a company or so-called whatever is a really legitimate mining company. Because in today's world, you can see that a lot of this so-called cloud mining company, they say to be, they start to promising lots of profit, and you can do your due diligence with this blockchain info. Okay, there's a lot of data here, as you can see. Okay, in this transaction, have been received about 13 BTC from the pool, because Bitclub network has been successfully mined this block. Okay, so as you can see here, specifically no input. That means this is a newly generated coins. You see. So how can we deny that Bitclub network is indeed a genuine mining pool? You know, we are not a type of scammers, or So this is what amazed me. I have been in Bitclub network for the past 9 months. I'm very skeptical of this plan, but I look at Bitcoin as a long-term investment. So to me, maybe I'll start up a little small and do my due diligence along the way and share it with you guys, so that we can have the same amount of, because a lot of people, they'll be asking, maybe is Bitclub network a scam, or is it not legitimate, a business or what. Okay, in this video we'll be detailing it out one by one. As you can see, we hit the block of 445853 with this hash string. As you can see, it's very legitimate, and also you can check all the transaction detail here, right? And as we mentioned earlier, the most important is a new money coin. All right, so let's skip that and let's go to some chart. All right, as you can see, in terms of mining Bitcoin, I'm sure that there's no person in this world, I mean, being doing solo mining at this present moment based on the difficulty. However, I think that there's a lot of mining going on with pools. Okay, so for miners to understand about mining, you have to come to this chart, and have to come to this mining information. So in this information is that it's really good for us to know that okay, this is the current situation of the network hash rate, and this is the network distribution, and so whatever. And this four elements is very important for miners to know, right? So this determines your profit and loss, right? So technically, we have the number one is the hash rate, right? So as you can know, the hash rate has been increased dramatically. Yeah, you can see from January 16 till up to today, the amount of hash rate has increased. Some it's quite exponentially, I must say that the hash rate has been increased. And the great thing is, the more the hash rate, I mean, the more the miners jump into mining Bitcoin, the more the hash rate will definitely increase, right? So the thing is, when more hash rate is being implemented, the difficulty will raise. This is a major factor in mining. So we have to understand that this difficulty, it will adjust to itself on time, but it takes actually about 2 weeks, you know, to adjust the difficulty. But usually the difficulty, as you can see here, from January 16 up to today, is technically increasing. You see, so it goes along with this hash rate. Difficulty and hash rate comes together, right? So as a miner, we should. This is the basic knowledge that we have to know, right? So it's not just about mining, and since other people are doing mining for us, that means we also we need to equip ourselves with knowledge of this mining and how to really explain in some technical terms, right? So okay, as we discuss the hash rate and also the difficulty, right? So let's look at the hash rate distribution. If any guys out there that can point me that his or her company's cloud mining facility, is listed here in the next hash rate distribution, then I'll be getting convinced. Okay, so this I'm getting convinced by data, right? So this is a real-time data. Actually, this is a live tutorial that I've been doing, on educating on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So as you can see here, this is the pie chart of the network distribution for the whole entire world, right? As we know, 70% of the mining has been happening in China. However, we are quite proud here when we can prove that, look, Bitclub network, although it is at present 3.5%, for the network hash rate, is a total amount accumulated. Throughout the globe. This is a global thing. This is not by country segregation, or so whatever. But the thing is, this is although it's 3.5% at the moment, is growing exponentially, actually, and the miners are also being paid quite well, I must say. So okay, let's share something that Bitclub network that I have done, but I not referred anybody, just for me to do this video to prove that, look, this is a really legitimate business. Okay, do not say that this is scam until you watch this video. I'm trying to really prove that, look, Bitclub network is really legitimate and genuine, and we can really do it. We can we can always work in a team in the crypto community, right? So all right, let's see if Bitclub network, this is okay, this is my log into my account. Uh, let's check the popularity of it. So how popular is Bitclub network? So how do you do it is, you can use these two websites that I have. First of all, I like to check it in alexa.com, yeah, so that we can really verify how popular is the site, and what is the traffic like, things, technical SEO data. So this is crucial for us to make any, for us to make our due diligence towards internet product. As you can know today, there's a lot of scammers out there, right? So so we try to be as cautious as possible, by educating ourselves. That's why due diligence is very, very important. So as you can see, Bitclub network has been rise from June to October. It's quite, it's getting, that means people are getting more aware about Bitcoin. And this is the most popular country that Bitclub network is in: Japan, German, Austria, the United States, and also Poland. And it is also available here in Malaysia. And I like to, to tell that this is a great opportunity for normal people, ordinary people, like normal working guys that who really want to want to get some chunk in the crypto community, you see. So we can still consider ourselves as early adopters actually in the cryptocurrency world, right? By simply understanding, the fundamental of Bitcoin, that's going to change your future, most probably your future of your grandchild, or your children. So if you're concerned about your future and you're looking for a long-term investment or something to do, to gain your holdings in value, you can always hold it in Bitcoin, you know. And of course there are other cryptocurrency that you can also hold your value in. So okay, uh, one more site that we can check is Scamvoid. All right, we can always come to the wait here, and we okay, let's check. Okay, all right, we don't have any issue with Scamvoid, and the site is clean, and we can know the technical details. As you can see, the site has been up for almost 2 years, right? And I'm in this for the past 9 months. And the thing that amazed me that although I have a small mining pool without referring anybody, but I'm still getting paid every day. All right, but based on the Bitcoin price today is considered very low. We are looking at Bitcoin price of maybe more than $3,000. Then you can really cash something out, right? So it depends on what type of level of investors that you are, right? So this is really good if you guys are doing network marketing. It's a very legitimate way to do so, and this is the first type in Bitcoin and in cryptocurrency world actually, right? Bitclub network is the first actually in the crowdfunding of Bitcoin and alternate currency in the world. Okay, so having that said, so we can always check it in this website that I mentioned, Scamboy, for the how popularity and when is the and you can see here the Alexa ranking as well, right? So all right, so one more site that I would like to share is the who is, so we can know for sure where's the server from and how long is the site has been up, and running, and who is controlling it. So this is the we want to know that this site is really legitimate, right? It's not a scam site. So this is a part of the we call it the SEO tools that we use, to determine a site, but although it's good, but we need to know for sure until we are deep inside it, right? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm very satisfied with Bitclub network, and we have all the data to show. That means why are we fear to do promotion on Bitclub network? You see, so this is a huge opportunity for people that can cash out on bitcoins. But we have to be honest to ourselves. Not bringing a scam to people, and we can prove ourselves. And I believe that our future Bitcoin miners would really understand, and they could appreciate what we have taught them, right? So okay, so let's go to I need to close some tabs to reduce my resources. Okay, so let's come back to the okay, as I'm mentioning earlier, I've been mining with Bitclub network for the past 9 months or so. I started way back on March 2016, and by the way, today is 31st of December 2016. So okay, I invested in pool one actually, 599 USD. All right, so I started to buy my mining shares, and this is up to date my mining income, with the repurchase. So one thing amazed me about the Bitcoin network, Bitclub network, is we have the ability to repurchase. So what is repurchase actually is, as meaning is, in the remember just now as we mentioned earlier, we have this hash rate and also this difficulty issue. So in order to cope with the hash rate, you have to upgrade your hash power. Either you like it or you don't, or else you can't be able to compete with other pools. You see, so this is going on in the mining community. So whoever has have a most probably a mining rig at the home or what, these guys will know that this thing is the fact of this thing. So any cryptocurrency do have their own difficulty. You see, depends on the network. So for Bitcoin is very high. Because you can check it on blockchain.info. You see, there is no obligation on that, and you guys can do your due diligence. Okay, so in a period of 9 months, I have gained technically 0.33702 BTC. So what is technically how much is that? Let's check it real time at this present moment, right? So this is very transparent, right? So I don't like people things to be shady, thing. So we just copy it and paste it, and we want to see what's the value like today. So this is after the 9 months. I still have 710 days or more to go on mining, I guess. Afterwards we'll check on that. So okay, this is okay, this is the value of return that I have received. You see, in terms of payout and also repurchase. So half of this technically goes back to repurchase, right? So this is what amazed about Bitclub network, because I look at it as a long-term investment, right? So in 9 months I invested 599, and today my value is getting 322 USD, which means that this business is really growing without technically referring anybody. I purposely do this to this account to show that, look, this is what lazy people do. They don't refer people, they don't talk to people. They are maybe shy or something like that to do so on the internet. But I guess that being transparent is one of the most important criteria, so that people have the trust in your channel, right? So we do the correct due diligence, and we prove it, and we can prove it on real time. There's no problem. And please remember that this is only the price now today, because of the price of one Bitcoin is how much? It's about 957. Suppose the price of Bitcoin is $3,000 or even $10,000, so that 0.3 is most probably a few $100, right? Or a few $1,000. Okay, so there are lots of possibility, but we have to look at in a long term. So all right, we go back to the Bitclub network thing. So as you can see, for the 9 months, I'm in the pool one. This is for demonstration purpose without referring yet. I tell it, okay, this is the total share that I have been accumulated, for the past 288 days. So I got this until date is a 1.29. I started with 1, so I accumulated 2.2297 of shares, and each and every of this special share would also last for 1000 days. You see, so each mining pool that you buy is technically have a 1000 days contract. But please remember that we also have a grace period to install the hardware of 10 days. That means you have to wait until the 1010 day over, then the mining will start. Yeah, then the 9000 days, the 1000 days will be start to count down. So as you can see, we have the total earning, total shares, total earning, right? What is the amount in the last 24 hours of payout, how much have been paid. That means how much that I could really withdraw from this account, and what is the repurchase. You see, as you can see, this repurchase is more than the, by right it should be the same, because a few months back I changed it to 60%, 70%. I just want to really try the system out. I really do a lot of R&D on this, changing the repurchase power, and if I encounter any issues, I will directly write to support, and I don't see that the support is quite good. Actually, they don't have any issues in in resolving your complaints, but sometimes it take 2 or 3 days, most probably because they are busy, we have 50 or more than 50 over 1,000 members from all around the world. So you guys can join my network, it's the link below there, just for you guys to see. This is a real life account, you know so okay, you can see the mining days left. So each and every partial share should have its own mining period of days, which is 1010 days. Yeah. So you can do also, what do you call it, you can do some repurchase of partial mining shares, right? You can also refer your friends and relative to earn more, and that's in the conversation part that we'll be doing it later. So I guess that's it for today, for a short review on uh, mining, for Bitclub network. And this is a 9-month review, a legitimate review from me, Mr. Ibrahim. Should you guys like this channel, please like my channel, and if you dislike my channel, please give me a thumbs down, and also if possible, you can give me a comment, right, so that I know where it's wrong, right, so that we can always be friends forever, right? So uh, this is me signing off. All right. So in fact that if you guys would like, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay.